Hi. You know, whenever you put yourself out there, you're going to get criticized. And I want to talk a little bit about Sylvia Browne because since she died, she's come to me a few times to give some real good information. For some reason, almost always 3 a.m. And what you wanted to talk about is how she got so much criticism because she mispredicted the date of her own death. And when I asked her about that, here's what she said. I'm going to read because whenever I get messages, I write them down because I don't want to depend on memory. So here's what she said to me. She said about not dying on my own prophesied death date. It was my reward going early. An answer to my internal request. I was so tired from the constant criticism, the attacks, and outright lies. It just wore me down, and I'm just going to insert this. Did you know that Sylvia Browne never wanted to be a professional psychic? She was a school teacher in the Catholic school system. And it was the calling and encouragement of spirit that she finally began to do readings professionally. So she says, I was worn down even to the point that I wavered sometimes in my readings. Self-neglect due to service to others and deep heartbreak. I asked to please, Spirit, give me a reprieve. Take me home. And so it was. I'm going to read you another message that I got just this morning, and thankfully it wasn't at 3 a.m. I'll be right back. Excuse me, I had to find the right page in my journal for this message. Here's what she says. She said, I would have gone home right after my second failed major relationship. She didn't say if it was a love relationship or a marriage. What does it matter? If I had been allowed, I would have gone home then, even though I could predict accurately for others and pick up on so many energy patterns that were detrimental to them. I could not see the truth of my own relationships. At times I felt so extremely humiliated. I knew it was just that way, and I was to learn what it felt like to be blindsided. And I'm going to stop here just a moment, just giving me input right now, because she had psychic abilities from a very young age, and she could pick up on so many things about other people. And yet those who feel they don't have any psychic abilities and can't read energy patterns, don't know how to trust their gut instincts, they often feel blindsided. And this was her learning in her own personal experience to feel like it is to be blindsided. Let me continue with her words written down. She's like, well, I was just talking. Okay. It still just took the wind out of my sails. I learned the true meaning of grief. This was a mirror for me. Yes, I do have psychic gifts, and I could see the futures of others and give sound advice to assist them to avoid pain. Having the blind side smackdowns in my own life gave me a true sense of how others feel when they cannot see or feel into the energies around them. And then she speaks to me personally, and I'll share it with you. She says, Rebecca, as you teach people to open up to their own intuition, you do a very great service. I do teach classes that I can take a left brain person and teach them how to talk to dead people. It's just my gift, okay? No. Oh, wait. I think I skipped a page. Hang on. Okay. And she's telling me, I now know that one can ask and be granted permission by Asna, Mother God, whatever you call her on this side, the other side. She has the ability to move mountains for you, to change your blueprint and your chart. You can ask permission from the Divine Mother to have more insight into your own energy patterns and to grow their own psychic awareness for their own stuff. And I'm going to stop right here because it's true that I also can read energy of almost anyone, anywhere. And yet sometimes in personal relationships, I get blindsided. Only, you know what I have to say? It's never really blindsided because I do have those funny little feelings. The minute I meet a new person, I can see, oh, there's this little dishonesty. There's this, but guess what? I just look at all the good stuff. Hang on. We're going to continue with a message from Sylvia Browne. One of the drawbacks to tender-hearted light workers, which you probably are if you're watching this video, is that they can be blind to the yearnings of their own heart. Yes, be of service to others, yet seek to develop your gift on your own behalf first. Now, have you ever thought about that? Develop the gifts, your gifts, on your own behalf first. And she says, Rebecca, I appreciate you getting this message out, even though I know you're a bit concerned that my family members and friends might criticize you, which is true. I don't want to be presumptuous, but hey, she shows up. Kindness and love. Yes, she was very, very, very tired when she arrived on the other side, and yet she feels a lot was unfinished, and partly because she did ask for a reprieve. I just can't take it anymore. It's a heavy burden for me. Take me home now. She says, you also could be concerned that those who attack me on the earth plane might transfer hostilities to you. Well, you know what? When you put yourself out there on all my videos, 99% of people are nice. You don't need to agree with me, but most people are nice, good, and wonderful. And yeah, there are some people who say really nasty things. If there's a bunch of cuss words in it, I take it off. However, if you're just disagreeing with me, go for it. It's everyone's prerogative to know your own truth. Anyone who picks up on this message will know in their heart that it is given with love and pure intent for all. Sylvia Browne. So, from Rebecca, what I would say is to acknowledge that you do have gifts, even if they're not developed yet. And when you're praying to Spirit or praying to your spirit within, let it be okay that you develop them for your own behalf first, so that you can walk with confidence and you can truly be of service to others and yet be loved. If you're not of service to the spirit that you are, to the physical vessel that you have chosen, how can you truly be of service to others? Love yourself. This is Rebecca, and if you find this kind of information helpful, please subscribe to this channel. I do a lot of videos, and please leave your comments in the section below. You know why? people like to read your comments as well as just watch the video. And it's actually a good way to engage and express yourself. Rebecca Marina Messenger, God bless you. It's all in love.